show. You got several Shedeur fans worked into a shoot yesterday.
What's up with that?
I don't even know. When it comes to you and the Shedeur stuff, I just present it to you and away you go.
I'm so
I don't
confused.
even know what we're arguing anymore.
Yeah, I don't either because...
Well, no, because you've brought me into your hemisphere of crap, and so now I have to deal with all this stuff. And I go, guys, I wanted Shedeur. I want to play Shedeur. Why am I getting nasty messages here?
It's like a 9 Inch Nails lyric.
What was it, a hemisphere of crap?
Yeah, that's what, I can't call it something else.
Okay, I want you to go with the checklist with me because I know we have so many. We're so grateful. We're so thankful of all the Sanders people around the nation that have helped make us number one and all that stuff. It's been great to have you guys along for the ride.
I'm not going to that meeting. That's on you.
So hold on. You would agree with me on the following. Did we not talk a lot about how excited we were watching Shedeur last year? Really for 2 years, right?
Yeah.
In Colorado, right?
Yes.
How many podcasts, how many times did we go?
Many.
Okay.
Many.
So.
We had our buddy Ryan on from DNVR.
That's right. Okay, so that's a check, right?
Yes.
Then, did we not talk about him as a first-round graded prospect because of what we read at the time, before the Combine? Did we not do that? Did we not haggle over, well, Cam Ward, then maybe would you take Shedeur? Okay, so check. Obviously, we would have liked a guy enough to even venture talking about him. I don't look silly now, but venture talking about him as a first rounder. That's check. When they drafted him, because we did not want Dillon Gabriel, let's just put the cards on the table. Me and you.
No, we didn't think about Dillon Gabriel. I don't think there was ever a segment that we're like, well, we can't take Dillon Gabriel.
When did they take him? What day of the draft was it?
Second day, number 94 overall, because when I first... So you get to find out before they actually draft who they're going to draft, before everybody else finds out, even before like the when Lock and Foray used to ruin it for everybody. And we were just like, oh, because I thought that they were going to take Shedeur there. And so I'm looking around the room. They ended up taking Dillon Gabriel, which ended up being a totally different conversation for the rest of the weekend.
Another check. We all like Shedeur more than Dillon Gabriel.
Yes.
And when they drafted Shedeur, what did we do?
I celebrated. You and I were at the Flying Monkey.
We ordered
nuts. Shots.
We ordered
shots and then did Super Bowl Super Browns. Yes. Who was the nice bartender? She took our video. I don't even know. A Super Bowl Super Browns with all your friends.
But
there was a lot of nice people there.
But maybe
that day.
Jess. Might have been Jess.
Okay.
But we had a blast.
How do you know her name?
Check. Spent many years.
Over there Bay Village.
I was a regular.
Oh, interesting.
So all check marks. We absolutely loved them. I think what happened since then was we hear things. So stuff gets back to us, and then we also logically conclude that a desperate football team has a guy a fourth, and then all right, they get rid of Kenny Pickett, so he's third. Then we see some preseason stuff, some good, and then it ended really, really bad. Whatever. We didn't say that was the end of the world for Shedeur Sanders. And then you kind of just sit here and wait because he's not going to get a bunch of reps when he's third string, right? Uh-huh. Well, then they trade Joe Flacco, and now it's getting real. Now it's like, hey, is he actually ready? Is he ready? Because how could he not be getting reps? How all of this? And we questioned all of this. And so what's happened in the last week? Well, the Sanders people have seen, and fairly, they are totally being fair in this, they're seeing a quarterback that looks like the worst quarterback in football in Dillon Gabriel. So they're jumping to the conclusion, like, oh my God, this is catastrophic that Shedeur is not playing in front of him. And all I'm saying is, why isn't he playing in front of him? Why did they have him so far behind?
Well, this is
throughout this whole process.
This is where
it's not his arm talent. We both agreed he has more arm talent than Dillon Gabriel. Okay, do we not?
But this is where you and I part ways. You didn't answer my question. Why am I getting cussed out too?
I don't know.
I'm getting cussed out, and I shouldn't be getting cussed out. I don't know why I'm getting cussed out.
Yeah, guys, stay off Ken. This isn't Ken's fight. Ken is not a racist, no matter how much you guys want to believe that.
This is the
or try to prove that.
What are you doing?
They're trying to prove it with documents and whatever. Guys, it's ridiculous. Ken is not a racist. I've been around him for a long time. He doesn't judge anybody by the color of their skin. He's just not doing it.
Stop it now.
He made fun of my skin. Of their character.
I have not. No, I haven't.
He said I have olive oil skin.
No, I did not say that.
Yes,
I did not say that. No, I didn't. I
said in a pejorative way. And quite frankly, me and my Italian Americans are not going to stand by here and listen to that anymore.
No.
Especially Columbus Day, where you come and celebrate with us.
No.
Or the feast.
No.
Or any of those.
No.
So, the only thing that I did over the last few days is I posted a clip on Zach Jackson's podcast because we have all wondered out loud, How did Shedeur slip? Why was he considered a fifth rounder when we thought he was a first rounder? And so Zach Jackson had Nick Baumgartner on. He was at the Northwest South East West Shrine Bowl, the South by Southwest Shrine Bowl,
East West Shrine
and
game.
He gave an explanation and said, "Well, there was a bait and switch. They thought Shedeur was going to be there. Whatever." I just posted the clip, and then they came at me relentlessly.
Well, because Art Galco had a post that supported Shedeur Sanders, guys. This is still my only point.
He runs the bowl game.
I can't control what you say about me on the internet, okay? My only point is this. I want Shedeur Sanders to start. I want him to start against the Jets. Ain't going to happen. So I have to watch Dylan Gabriel more than likely struggle and get chased down by Quinnen Williams and a lot of other guys. I want him to start. My thing is, I don't think that they are trying to sabotage Shedeur. I don't think they're trying to sabotage his family. The only thing that I would think of is that, well, the Browns haven't necessarily got the quarterback position right in the past. How am I to trust that they're getting the quarterback position right now? I've heard nothing nasty about Shedeur Sanders. I've heard nothing negative about Shedeur. None of it. Okay? And I think there's a lot of things that are going out there that I'm not going to subscribe to because I don't know. And because I don't know does not mean I'm going to shoot my mouth off about it. If I knew, I'd say it. I don't, so I won't. I don't think that he's being a bad teammate. I don't think he's not getting the offense. I don't think any of those things. I want him to start. I think he's going to start. My justification, or the way I would justify it, is that you're 5-20 over your last 2 seasons so far. Your best quarterback that you've had over the last 6 years is playing in Tampa right now. And you are, of all the accusations that you can make, the only thing I really think does stick to the Browns and Stefanski and the coaching staff and everybody is that you haven't been very good at evaluating quarterbacks, guys. So, yeah, I'm going to wonder about that part of it when it's like, well, Shedeur's still back here, and Shedeur's still doing this and working on that, and Shedeur's not ready and all that other stuff. And now you got Ashley Baystock from Cleveland.com, and you got, who the hell else? Oh, yeah, it was Afternoon Drive. Well, could Watson play before him?
Whoa.
It's like, well, hold on. Bastock, by the way, not Baystock. I apologize, Ashley. Which is a question I might have to ask Mary Kay Cabot. Because that would certainly... Listen, man, you guys can get as argumentative as you want about Shedeur Sanders. I think a lot of Browns fans who were here before and are here long after will definitely want to see Shedeur Sanders before they see Deshaun Watson, for the love of everything that's football. He is staying in town during the bye week, not coming back for homecoming. That is on his Twitch channel.
How bad is this injury that he's worried about rehabbing?
Well, you pointed this video out, which is like a cut up of answers to questions. He did a 33-minute Twitch stream last night, I believe is what it was. It says 10 hours ago. So I'm kind of siphoning through it all right now. People are just asking questions, and they're getting 2 or 3 word answers, right? Back to him. So that's kind of what happened there. But he says, people ask about his back 1,000 times, right? And he says, it's good. I'll be good. I'll be good to go. He's not giving you the Twitter doctor breakdown of what happened to his back and how it's coming along.
Yeah, could he start if something were to happen to Dylan Gabriel during the bye week? Could Shedeur start against the Jets?
I have no idea. I mean,
that's what we all want to see.
I wish I could say if he were healthy, they would certainly consider starting him on next Sunday against the Jets. I don't know. I wish I could tell you that.
Well, and at the very end of that,
told us, but
at the very end of that, he says, "I got to get ready, big ready," and I think that's where the people are freaking out now.
I'll tell you,
was that a figure of speech?
What does big ready mean? Yes.
Okay.
Both the people that absolutely adore Shedeur and they soak up all his content, whether it's Twitch, whether it's the reality show, anything his dad related, like that have helped propel him to his superstardom, to his fame. Obviously, all of them want to see him play. I can definitely tell now the tide has turned. I think the people that hate his guts, probably because of his fans, nothing he's done, but I think those people want to see him play too because they assume he's going to be terrible, and they've seen what the offensive line looks like. They've seen the receivers. They've seen the general direction of the offense. I think the people that hate Shedeur and hate his fans more so, they would love to see Shedeur start sooner rather than later because they want to see him exposed.
Well, I don't know why you can hate the guy. I don't know how you can really hate the guy.
Yeah, not him. He seems like a great kid.
There's nothing nefarious in the past. There's really nothing bad personally. I think people have gotten way too latched on to the arguments online.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
And I think that they have let that affect them significantly, and I think it's made people overly pro, overly against, and it's like, hey man, he's a quarterback for the Browns. I want him to do well. So I wanted to take him, and I want him to start as sooner than later. I want him to start against the Jets. But like, I'm not going to let, and it doesn't matter what you say or what time you say it, there's going to be fans who disagree with anything you're saying. If he goes out there and he struggles and he's bad, like, yeah, we'll have a conversation. Is it on Kevin? Is it on the offense? This, that, and the other. I want to get to the Cavs here, but here we go. Is it on them? But we'll also have to look at it right in the teeth and go, hey, man, like, you got yourself decisions, because I also got this email, and I'm sure you guys got the same thing, so you're seeing it. Ty Simpson favored to be the top pick. Titans are favored to select number one, though. All right, that's from sportsbetting.ag. They always send us these things. Ty Simpson, 2-1 to be the number one overall pick. Fernando Mendoza's 11-4. Lenore Sellers, 11-2. We got to have a long conversation at some point about Lenore Sellers. I don't know where to put him. He's been banged up this year. He's a terrible offensive line, terrible everything around him. He's not going to be put in a good spot. They're going to finish under 500, and you guys are going to hear that all winter long. You're going to be so annoyed. But if they don't finish with the number one pick, and the Titans actually finish with the number one pick, all right, now we're in an arms race.
Yeah.
Now we're cutting deals to try to get the number one pick, because you want the pick of the litter. If you're going to make the pick, damn it, you make it. So we're in this, and I don't know if he's going to come out on top, and I don't know if he's going to come out and look better than any one of these other options that are going to be presented to us in April. But that's why I still want to. It's not like we got to see. I want him to have the opportunity so I can see. I would love it if he were good. I don't know how he's going to turn out. I have no idea. So I think that people have become addicted to the argument. I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad he's making the most of the opportunities, the little opportunities he's been given. I'm glad that he's trying to make the most of it, and eventually we'll get a chance to get a look at it. There's people who don't even believe he has a back injury, for crying out loud.
Oh, come on.
Hey, man.
Why would he fake it?
No. It's all the Browns are coming up with a back injury. I'm like, I don't know. That's not true at all.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You remember Nathan did have to go, like, guys, we're getting he needed help, like, off the field. Like, Nathan presented that when he went down on Friday.
Did he get hit?
I don't know.
How do we not know that?
Maybe it's a muscle. Well, do
you understand why
he had a back injury in Colorado as well?
Okay, but do you understand why I'm confused that one of the most popular dudes, certainly like in the NFL, look at the jersey sales and everything, and he's on Twitch every day. He's doing social media. He's got a team around him filming his every move.
Okay.
We don't know how he sustained an injury.
Maybe there's a video.
That part of it, doesn't that sound? Just ask yourself the question. That does sound, that invites a bunch of questions. Like, how would we not know?
As far as
we know everything else about his life, but we don't know this. How he sustained an injury on a football field?
Do you really want to get into the details of that? Are you demanding answers? It sounds like you're demanding answers.
I'd like to know. I don't know why you wouldn't want to know. You're not curious?
Later this week. Oh, they don't.
When you say that, thank you, Owen.
And furthermore, he wasn't asked after. Hold on. He wasn't asked after the Patriots game when he's been directly interviewed in the locker room after other games.
I don't think he was asked. He wasn't interviewed after that game.
Right. Why?
He was inactive. Why would you make him available?
It's not made available. They're in the locker room. That's what we've been told, right? Anybody can go up to anybody at any time.
If you're in your locker. You cannot go to certain areas.
So what would have happened if somebody would have gone?
If he were, hold on before you say anything further and make yourself look even dumber.
I'm not look dumb at all. I think the people that are sitting there covering up or whatever they're doing, I think they're the ones that look silly.
2 seconds ago, you were just sitting there talking about how it was silly that people were wondering whether or not he has a legitimate back injury. Now it sounds like you're wondering if he has a legitimate back injury.
I'm wondering
you
why
want to talk about slippery wizard.
I'm wondering why we don't know what an injury is from somebody who all he does is talk every chance he gets.
I was going to explain to you.
So is he hiding what he has?
No, I was going to explain to you.
Why isn't he being forthright?
Okay, I'm trying to explain it to you. If you just shut up for a second and let me tell you. Number one, it's up to him to let people know. It's his body. He can let people know. The second thing, and I've tried to tell you 4 times already, is that
if
he has an injury, if he has an injury
He's in high school.
and he's in there with the trainers after an injury, I, as a media member, I'm not allowed to go into the training room. I'm only allowed in the locker room. I'm not allowed in the bathroom. I'm not allowed in the coach's office. I'm not allowed in the training room. I'm not allowed in any of those places. I've been trying to tell you that for the last 2 minutes while you shouted.
But you're saying you know for a fact he was not in the locker room.
I don't know.
Oh, Kenny doesn't know.
I don't know. But if you don't have any audio,
Kenny doesn't know. Kenny doesn't know.
You're a child. You are an absolute child.
Just tell us what happened.
Ask Kenny.
I know. Just tell us, what's the problem? You got asked 100 times during your Twitch, why are you not letting the fans in? You let the fans in on everything else in your life. Seems weird. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Seems weird.
What's the benefit of telling everybody? What's the benefit?
What?
What's the benefit?
What's the benefit of telling anybody anything ever? And he does. He tells people more things than anybody else.
He can also keep quiet what he wants to keep private. You're a person who tells a lot of people a lot of things. You also keep private exactly what you want to keep private. There's been a lot of things that I have been like, you've done what? And I've known you for a very long time.
So that would just lead me to speculate that there's something worse then, so he can just put an end to that immediately.
Maybe there is something a little bit more seriously wrong with his back. I don't know. But I wasn't the one over there yelling where I'm trying to tell you what the truth is. By the way, now my throat's a little raspy because I was singing the Cavs song.
Come on.
I didn't mean to take the heat out of the argument there, Owen, but I mean, good God.
Well, you threw some heat in there for a minute.
Well, because
that was a real Ken mad, not
because he's shooting his mouth off. I'm trying to tell him about something over here. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be louder than you right there.
Well, let's take it down a little bit.
Well, don't tell me to take it down.
Ken, just bring it down again.
Okay. So do you think Shedeur's good at football or not?
Yes.
Okay.
You
That's
idiot.
all I want to know.
What are you talking about?
I just want to make sure. Better than Dylan, right?
Why? Technically, I don't know yet. I would assume so. I've been watching Dylan. It doesn't look very good.
We did all that and we didn't get any clarity on anything.
I think he's better than Dylan.
Well, that's what you think, but Ken, what do you think?
All you have to do is not take a sack, or excuse me, not take a safety to avoid a sack out of the end zone in a game you're getting blown out in.
He just can't run backwards if you're near the end zone and then run right out of the stadium.
I'd rather him do that. I'd rather him do what Dan Orlovsky did. Tell me the scenario. Yes, I would imagine Shedeur wouldn't do that. No. Okay. Is that it? Why do you got to do that? You knew what you were doing. You knew you were just going to get me mad. That's what you wanted. You got what you wanted out of it.
I don't want to affect your voice.
Mr. Cavs guy, I'm sitting there, okay, we're going to talk about Evan Mobley. No, let's do the Shedeur thing, and there you go. You got me going. I'm on your strings. Great. Hope you're happy. You happy? As long as you're happy, that's what counts here in this country.